Good morning, everyone. It's January 18th, 2019. I'm Eric. Proof gun control laws don't work. Man who murdered California cop had guns confiscated last year. And this is on a DC Clothesline. And happened in Davis, California. Last Thursday, a tragedy unfolded in California. I don't think it was a tragedy, as a deranged gunman, Kevin Douglas Limbaugh, walked up to an innocent woman officer, Natalie Corona, pulled out his gun, and began shooting her repeatedly until she died. Limbaugh then fired several more shots at others before turning the gun on himself and taking his own life. Okay. Well, I don't feel sorry for Miss Corona because she puts on a uniform each and every day that designates her a soldier for the state. If you're a soldier, what do you expect? You expect to be gunned down, right? I mean, of course, there's soldiers that make it through war, but overall, you kind of expect that maybe your life expectancy is going to plummet. Police say that Limbaugh's rampage left Corona 22 dead and left bullet holes in a nearby house. A passing fire truck, a textbook inside of a backpack worn by a young woman, and the boot heel of a firefighter fleeing the gunfire. According to police, Limbaugh's attack began just before 7 p.m. last Thursday as Corona, a rookie officer, investigated a minor three-car collision near downtown Davis. So she was just getting her soldier chops there. She's a rookie. Police reported that Limbaugh rolled up on a bicycle parked in the shadow and then approached Corona as she was handing a driver's license back to one of the individuals involved in the accident. Limbaugh fired over the shoulder of one of the motorists, striking Corona in the neck. He then walked over to her and continued firing into her. Limbaugh then went on a shooting rampage in the neighborhood before retreating into his home, where he shoved a couch up to the door and killed himself. No other people were killed. When police entered the apartment, they found a note on Limbaugh's pillow blaming police for hitting me with an ultrasonic weapon waves meant to keep dogs from barking. And you know what? What's so out of the... Is that really so out of the realm of possibilities? We have diplomats that's had to leave other countries because things like that were going on, because they were being attacked by EM weapons. Why is it so out of the realm of possibilities that this guy was being harassed and attacked by these weapons? I think he probably chose to kill the wrong person, but still. In quotes, I did my best to appease them, but they have continued for years. I can't live this way anymore, the note added. The police also found the two handguns Limbaugh used to carry out the attack. The two handguns were illegal for him to possess and were not his. According to police, Limbaugh's guns were confiscated last year, likely related to the red flag law. In September, Limbaugh was charged with felony count of battery with serious bodily harm. That charge stemmed from Limbaugh punching a co-worker, Gilbert Dwayne McCreath, while the two worked at the casino the night of September 20th, according to the Sacramento Bee. What if the dude, Gilbert Dwayne McCreath, deserved to be punched in the face? Certainly, we've all had them people that wouldn't shut up and kept picking and pushing, and we ended up punching them in the face. Right? After the charges, Limbaugh was given a high-risk assessment that determined the chance of him reoffending was low, but he was still ordered to turn in his registered weapons to police, the only being a Bushmaster AR-15. On November 9th, Limbaugh turned in the weapon. What a dumb man he was for doing that. Police officials noted that Limbaugh had no other guns registered to him, and thus he was successfully disarmed. 2 months later, however, Limbaugh would somehow acquire 2 handguns and use them to commit horrific acts of murder, or act of murder. Excuse me. Now, I tell people all the time, if you don't want the government to confiscate your guns, make use of the black market. Keep them secret, bury them, and, you know, if you need to carry one, you can make a magnetic box and stick it under your car or truck. It's still unknown, Davis Police Lieutenant Paul Doroshoff said from the lobby of the Davis Police Department on Monday. His having these weapons is illegal with a standing order, but it is possible to have unregistered weapons. The investigation is going to shake out where these weapons were from. Good luck with that. Sadly, the laws designed to keep the guns out of the hands of bad people failed, and an innocent young woman was murdered. Let me stop right there. She was not innocent. The minute she decided to put a soldier's uniform on and work for the state enforcing laws, she stopped being innocent. No one here is attempting to politicize this tragedy, and we're only making the case to illustrate that even confiscating guns from people will not keep them out of the hands of those who wish to do harm. No, it could have been a knife, right? I mean, he could have snuck up behind this officer, grabbed her around the throat, and plunged a knife into her spine, right? Back of the head. That could have happened. And the result would have been the same. The woman would be dead, right? Honestly, I favor a knife over a gun, but from the Armenian genocide to the Nazi Holocaust, black gun codes in America throughout history, societies who have been disarmed by their governments have given way to massive bloodshed. This is still the case today in countries who've turned in their guns. Depending on the current government, life in disarmed societies can go on peacefully for a while. However, in some cases, citizens, men, women, and children are slaughtered by the millions of corrupt government officials, and criminals become the only ones to have guns. Even when gun control seems to work in the short term, the scapegoatists are never satisfied. As we are seeing in the United Kingdom, politicians are now going after knives as evil weapons that no law-abiding citizen should ever need. Simply put, guns in the hands of good people level the playing field against guns in the hands of bad people. It is this simple. This case illustrates bad guys will always have access to guns even if you use laws to disarm them. Again, this dude claims to have been harassed with EMF or EM weapons, meant to keep dogs stop, in his words, to make dogs stop barking. And I don't think it's too far out of the realm of possibilities that this could have happened. Again, our diplomats in other countries, Cuba, China, Then a couple others have been hit with these weapons, and those offices were closed. So, anyway, thought I'd share this with you. Don't let these commie bastards get your guns, or they will end up killing you. Till next time, kill the state, live free.